Hey, what's going on, YouTube? It's been some time, but hey, man, give me some time. How you doing? All is well here. It's been a minute, but I got something to talk about, so let's talk about it, right? First question I have to you is, how was your 4th of July? Or your Freedom 250? You know, this one was interesting. I'm not a big fan of the 4th of July, but it's usually for the kids and all. But after my brain injury, I'm not into the loud noises and the crowds and all. So I pretty much planned my day of staying home. And Nita was also, I decided, you know what? Let's put something on the grill. Maybe I'll get more company. But anyway, the Friday before the 4th, the president spoke. And the reason why I mention that is because his speech was about communists and things going on in the country and how bad the country is and the people that are bad in the country, I should say. So I said, coming home, walking the dogs, and I got to thinking, so I watched it again. I said, man, this 4th of July is going to be different. They're going to cut up. These people are going to cut up this weekend. I say that jokingly, but I think I was right. I truly think I was right. To me, it was a dog whistle for those people to come out. Let's get into it, right? Getting out early. I got out about 7:30 Saturday morning. It's amazing when you get out the country and you go to a bigger city. And even though I went an hour outside the city, the World Cup is here. Even in Columbia, Kansas City, there's a lot of people from different countries and different cities. And being out, I've seen a lot of Montana license plates, Utah license plates. I was like, man, there's a lot of different people out here. But one thing that I noticed is, you go into the stores, like I went to Wally World. Going into these stores, you clearly know people from different countries. They're wearing the soccer jerseys. And people from out of town, they're wearing their soccer jerseys. It was really an interesting dynamic to me. For one, you can tell people that are from the country here in the Midwest. And you can tell people that are from like Kansas City, Dallas, California, wherever they came from, you can tell the difference. And people were staring. Other than that, instead of it being a color thing, I noticed that foreigners look at Americans like they think we're funny. They like our food. They love Walmart and different restaurants, but they look at us. Our president has made us a joke on the worldwide stage. Hear me out. So anyway, I make a few stops. Even at the Indian shop I get my incense from. It was a weird vibe, But also they was playing Fox News. That's interesting to me. So leaving, we went through Boonville, Missouri. And before you leave the city, it's an overpass that goes to the highway, but it's right in front of City Hall. This is what I saw. It's still registering to me of it's just something hard to process at times. But I thought it was a protest. So as I looked, there was a Freedom 250 sign. Not Happy 4th of July, but Freedom 250, right? Okay. Next to them, LBTGQ sign. Okay. That's what it is. But one of the ladies was holding that sign, and her partner was a black woman. She was holding the Black Lives Matter sign. Next to them was a guy decked out in his red, white, and blue. Excuse me. Had his, what you call them things, had his red, white, and blue bandana on. Just shouting, Freedom 250, Freedom 250. I was like, this is an interesting group of people. So I said, you know what, make the corner. Let me look at this again because I was going to film it. And then when I actually slowed down, excuse me, when I actually slowed down and was hearing what they was chanting, that mix, to me, was a bunch of BS. It was all about the Save Act. Everybody's the same. It was a lot of different logics and ideologies mixed into one. And I was like, I'm not going to waste my time on that. To me, it's disturbing and it's kind of frightening, but it gives you an idea of how people think nowadays. Okay, we'll make it to the house. Now, luckily, yes, I do live in the country, but luckily I have 8 neighbors. That's all. 3 of my neighbors occupy black homes. There's a mixed family down the road. And one thing that was good about that, when I came home early afternoon, you know, a couple of people had swimming pools. The adults went in the swimming pools. The kids were on dirt bikes, enjoying their time. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. So again, that makes me ask the question, what did this 4th of July mean to you? I started my grill. I was having a good time. It's nice to see, you know, a neighborhood just kind of putting issues aside. We don't have issues in my neighborhood. Everybody tends to their own business. But this was a particular day where people were outside in their yards. So the disturbing thing is maybe a block away in a cul-de-sac that's a block away, a family. This brother always has a gathering. He has a family meeting on the 4th of July. I don't know about the fireworks, but I know they come and congregate and have a good time. And what was disturbing about that is they have a Karen that lives next door that claim fireworks that hit their house. It's enough space, but the authorities were called. And when the authorities came, it wasn't a big deal. It came out to what it was. The authorities left, made the block, and came back. We say 2 times. It was 2 of them this time. The brother having the function, everybody at the function had to show their IDs. They didn't get what they was looking for because it was a family thing. But to interrupt their well-being and their good time over some BS shows to where we going. And again, I will reference, you know, back to the president's speech. Because as I'm watching, after all this, I'm watching the news.
Flag, liberty, victory!
Flag, liberty, victory!
Reclaim America!
Reclaim America!
Reclaim America!
Reclaim America!
That's embarrassing. You have a hate group marching on the 4th of July, or Freedom 250, which they renamed it. It sends a solid message. It really does. And I'm happy Nita was off because we got a chance to talk and go over the day. And she looked at me and said, I see why you leave the house with 3 forms of protection. And I told her Usalama is always with me. And Usalama means protection. So I say that to say this. To some people, the 4th of July is about celebrating America and its birthday. To some people, the 4th of July is a gathering of family, friends, and just not going to work and having a good time and enjoying your weekend. But this particular 4th of July singled that people want this country to be a certain way. And it's disturbing as this country is constantly going into economic debt. And we see the things that are happening in this country. People seem to think this is theirs. It's not. Having breakfast this morning and speaking to some people. It's Instead of worrying about what's going on in the world, they're worried about the red card that Trump pulled in the FIFA, interfering with the FIFA games. People are more upset about that in this neighborhood more than we see how we have Karens. We see how law enforcement is flexing their authority. And it happened this time. It happened again. And with things happening in another county where a young lady unalived herself, that case went done. They dropped that case. No investigations. So we'll see what they do here in this county, and I'll keep you updated on, what's really going on. Because right now we lost Carmelo Anthony to the system. Maybe we'll get him back and that brother get some justice. Now we have Nolan Wells in Mississippi. It really shows you where we're at nowadays. And different facts are coming out about him. We're constantly talking about these things. So again, I asked, what does the 4th of July mean to you now? In 50 years, what's the history going to be about this 4th of July and how it was celebrated? So I'll leave you with that. Just something off the mind, because things are changing. And to all my brothers and sisters out here, please be aware. Always be aware. Be informed and be safe. Because right now, people don't like to talk about it, but it's a war on our people. And we have to reciprocate in a way that they understand we're not playing anymore. Some people are not going for that. So with that, we'll talk in a minute.